Okay, so I'm going to piggyback on the chickpea farms that everyone's doing. So I would recommend abusing this as much as possible, grabbing a bunch of these eyeballs. These must be captured from the Terraria dungeon. Capture them using your Yakumo, hope that you get like at least a Serenity out of it. If you can get Serenity, then that's all you need, because if you can get a Serenity on these guys, you can pair it up with any other PAL that you have breeded out, certain ability, and then passives on top of it that are, let's say, unfruitable, okay? And the reason why these are so important is, check it out. We're gonna get some chickpeas and... nope. SS, nope. SV, DBS. So see, getting this on a chickpea is so important because, watch this, you can practically use chickpea to breed into anything. It's just not directly. So one of the more notable ones are the support pals. You see, Spark It gives you electric power, right? Electric enhancement. Bristler gives you grass enhancement. Blah blah blah. Let's look at the foxicles. These also are from the chickpeas. Oh wait, maybe not chickpeas here. Oh no, yeah, you got some chickpeas here. And it's a lot easier using this whole chickpea thing, right? You can breed legend, you can breed the elements, you can breed everything, technically everything, okay? And the ones that you want to go for are these. You see, you have the ability, which is unbreedable, unfruitable, only accessible through breeding, and then the passives. And the passives are the big deal, because you cannot get these these are like raid bosses, right? Breeding into chickpeas, you cannot breed a chickpea plus a chickpea to get a raid passive. You can get the other vamp, like the other rainbows, like Vamp, Demon, Diamond Body, Heart of the Immortal King, Mastery of Fasting, but you can't get the element, and you cannot get legend until you abuse this glitch. Right, so I'm gonna label this DBS. Okay. And it's very important that you take advantage of this as much as possible. Just toss them into your extra PAL thing. So this is a legend. You see how we got a legend on this? So I can breed this with future PALs that are going to be able to, you know, take advantage of the Dark and Ice attack enhancement, DBS of course, because that's a Frostallion ability. So then I write down DBS, Siren, LF. And that goes into the breeding change as well. Here we go, look at this. So these are the ideal passives. Passives are the most important thing when it comes to a chickpea, okay? The ability makes the difference with it like, it's like a little cherry on top, right? Seeing a chickpea chuck two giant blizzard spikes is pretty insane. But the passives are just as important, if not more. Okay, but if you can get both, it's just like any other pal out there. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys what I have actually. Watch this. If we look at this specific base, I want to show you guys something very important. Look at this. Look at this abomination. It's a Flame Emperor, fire and blah, blah, and it has meteorite. Now the ability does not enhance anything close to these two, but it looks nice. You know, it's just another cherry on top because there's nothing that gives you fire damage for breedable. But I think that it does apply the burn, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, you see what I'm breeding it with. Sorry, this one. It's a Serenity. EVF plus a Serenity. So it overlaps. So that means that I'm gonna eventually get a baby that's gonna have these passives and maybe even meteorite, right? And you want to make sure that you can get a baby chickpea that has at least the components in addition to the altogether, so that you can totally just avoid having to go through multiple steps of breeding. You see, this is perfect IVs, LMS, yeah. And then this is a Serenity again, so if you can get your hands on Serenities, then you're looking good, right? This was a Wind Edge, this is a breedable ability. You cannot get this ability from a fruit. You can get Crosswind and Reflect Leaf, but not Wind Edge. And Wind Edge is like the grass form of Air Blade, and that's why it's so important. And then it's even more important that you get it on a VLS. Anything that's VLS, or anything of the sort, is like state-of-the-art meta, okay? And you can be like, oh, I don't like meta. Well, you know, it works for everything because you can breed it into anything else. And chickpeas are the best because these are the most basic you can get. Okay, now I want to show you guys something else. Watch this. Look at all my chickpeas. I got a Lunker. Way to go. Lunker VLS Geyser, right? You see what I mean? Lord of the Sea, Serenity, Thunder, Rail. Okay, you know what I'm getting at, right? You get some wars on your chickens, that's good. VLS Diamond, or VLS Demon, double the spike. I just need to change that hooligan to something else. You see what I mean? Lots of these, and it just keeps going on. It's 4, 5, 6 of these, and you want to just load it up, okay? And then, you know, check out the ones that are useless, okay? Because apparently getting the right IVs on them is kind of takes a bit of time. You see what I mean? So I'm going to show you guys what I'm currently breeding. I'm currently breeding the EFVS, Flame Emperor, Eternal Flame, Meteor Rain, Blazamut, plain old Blazamut. So look at this. Nope. Maybe this one. EFS. Yep. And yep, this has Ferocious, so it's not that great. But it could work with a Musclehead. Definitely not the best. So that's Flame Emperor. I already have one of those. E-Flame, no ability. But I'm not gonna bother saving that. Here we go, here we go. You see what I mean here? It's great, and then you can just IV it up later. And it's okay if you don't get, like, if it reaches like level 7, it's gonna get the 3rd ability. Not the greatest, but it's better than waiting it out, right? So this is another one, but I don't need those IVs. Actually, yeah, I do. I'll take it. I'll just IV it up later. And you just want to make sure that you have multiples in case you accidentally level one up by accident. Because once that happens, then you know what happens next. So this is an EFS Meteor Rain. So you know what I mean here. Okay, so we're gonna just finish that one off, and I'm gonna show you guys the rest of them. So here's another one. Look at that Flame Emperor Serenity. Doesn't seem that great, but it is. Okay, and then you just chuck it into the big chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And then you condense all the rest into some useless chicken for later. Okay. And if we look at my PAL box, we have the Wind Edge one. We have the Meteor Rain one. ISVS. We have Demon God Gusher with a DDS for future breeding. I actually can just finish this off now. Oops, what happened there? Yeah, so this is where it's important that you gather up the fruits needed to max these guys out so that the babies can be perfect. And then once the, like, I don't know, the fix comes out, then it is what it is. At least you got it. Here it is. Okay. So, yeah, it's very important that you can get your hands on this. Now I'm going to show you guys my other base real quick. And this is why it's really important just to, you know, take advantage of all of this. Because it's used for everything. The building blocks to a lot of endgame pals, to a lot of fun pals and whatnot. So take a look at this. So I'm currently breeding a solo vamp DBS CHIKPI, you see. And then this one, I'm breeding a Thunder Rail Lunker Lord of the Sea VS. So that means that this guy's going to be dealing a ton of damage with the Electro. And then I'm also going to be breeding one with the Pen King Lux. Where is he? So this is E-Flame. Uh-oh, do I not have one? I thought I did. It needs to be a Pen King Lux, because he has a stab bonus on Electro. And these guys are Elvis. So I have to look at my Pen Kings, I guess, to see if I have a Lux. Okay, I do have one. At the bare minimum, I do have one that I can just breed with. I need a solo Serenity. So all of these are big no-nos. Oh, I have one right here. Do I have enough fruits for it? I do. And then you just do this. Favorite. And then change its gender so that it matches. and then you pop them in, slot them into the farm, and now we have a Lunker, Lord of the Sea, Serenity, CHIKPI coming in. So I do need to IV this one up unless I can get them some other way. Might be in my big pal box, who knows? But yeah, it's very important that you can do this. It looks like we got unlucky here. I do need to add this into a Serenity, I guess. Okay, so that's just about it for the video. We're gonna leave it at that. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. My name is Jess. Please do like and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next ones. We actually have one right here. I'm gonna breed that with a Rayhound. I should have Rayhounds here. What the heck? Here we go. So it's a male, I think. So this one? Yeah, I need to breed this one, I think, a female. It has to be just a Serenity. Here it is. Should I breed these two together? Oh, maybe I already had one. Oh, it's the Lunker. Yeah, so I do already have one. And this will give me a Penking Lux with Lunker. I need to get those at the very least. This way I can just avoid having to breed upwards. So, yeah. That's just about it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Take advantage of this ASAP. Okay, get as much cake as you can. Let me just give you a sneak peek of what my cake base looks like. So what the cake bake looks like, it's just a bunch of cows, chickens, honey, bees, whatever. And then I just let them do their job. And eventually, so I have 15k. I don't have any more milk, I guess. I need more cows, which is okay because watch this. I believe Mazarina is beautiful from CHIKPI. Easy. Easy, 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 easy. I mean, you can also just use any other wars that you have. So I have a wars Prickster, I have a wars Loopmon, I have a wars Cremis, I have a wars oh, I have a wars CHIKPI. Yeah, obviously. I have a wars oh, I have a wars Gangler. Yeah, so that's easy, right? You just print them all off. Print, and then you go from there. So that's it's very simple, honestly. Yep, very simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just keep popping them in. So yeah, that's just about it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. My name is Jazz. Please like and subscribe. You know the deal. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.